Hello guys, this is FairBinaryOptions.com. We are looking of course at the US dollar Japanese yen. I'm saying of course because price, not that it is about to break, but it already, let's say, finished an important bullish pattern here on the market, and now we are looking for some continuation to the upside. Now the outcome to the upside or the continuation should be quite strong and furious, not in terms of the time taken for it to form, but in terms of the distance to be traveled. We're looking now for a possible running variation of a contracting triangle, it is called this one, to the upside, and therefore we should measure the whole move from where the pattern or the corrective wave started, the first corrective wave. This is the first corrective wave, and then we should look for our possible triangle that we have here to the downside. Now from the upside here to the downside we have a contracting triangle that is ending, so it is clear a three-way structure here. There is no five-way structure, so this is no impulsive move, but our triangle here is not any kind of a triangle. First of all, this one here, and I think if I remember correctly, we already looked at this US dollar Japanese yen over the weekend, and this was a nice B2D and ANC trend line. But in this situation, as you can see, the triangle acts as a continuation pattern. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means that price travels from the upside, makes a triangular formation, and then goes to the downside here and makes a new low. In this situation, I would say that our move here is only an X wave, this X wave basically to be an intervening X wave to connect two different corrections. The first correction to be this one here. It is clear, I would say, a clear flat that comes in the form of A and then a B and then a C, or A and then a B and then a C. It doesn't really matter. What's important is that this is a flat, and this flat here is connected then by an X wave with the next correction. Well, what is the next correction? Well, the next correction seems to come in the form of a running variation of a contracting triangle. What is this? Well, this is, as you can see, A, B, C, D, E. So this is the first wave of the triangle, wave A, and then we are looking for the B wave here to the upside, and then we are looking for the C wave to the downside, then we are looking for the D wave to the upside, and an E wave, and all the pattern or our pattern ends here, probably not here, but probably with these lows here. So this, as you can see, it is being called a running variation of a contracting triangle. Actually, this one is to be a bit small lower, either here like this, all right, to end with this contracting triangle there, and normally this one travels within the A and C and the B and D trend line like any other contracting triangle. This is just a special form of a contracting triangle. So this goes like this, and as you can see, the trend lines, the A and C and B and D trend lines, are contracting like this. And basically what we are looking for this whole wave that started here on the right side to end here with these levels, and from this moment of time we should look for minimum 61.8 retracement to come to the upside. Now 61.8 should come from these highs to these lows, and if you take the 61.8, you are actually seeing that we are looking at a move that is not pretty, let's say is not that pretty for the bears, as this move here calls for 104.60 to come minimum. Now I wouldn't be that picky and look exactly into this 61.8, but I will look for some other confirmation rules, like how this trend line is going to be broken, like the measured move for the whole pattern here, so on and so forth. But as a conclusion, what I would like to do here is to buy call options on the US dollar Japanese yen. And these call options to come with expiration date being end of week. End of week means Friday, 21 GMT, this Friday. So buying call options with end of week expiration date, as price most likely will be higher at that very moment of time. Thank you very much for being here. This is fairbinaryoptions.com, and again, all these analyses, recommendations, and let's say discussions are possible due to the help of our sponsor, Lioneye.